to see you all. My first guests today are beloved celebrity influencers and #1 best-selling authors. From Kelowna, BC, please welcome Jillian Harris and her cousin and BFF, Tori Wesszer.
Congratulations also.
Oh my gosh, well congratulations to you two because you have a brand new book baby out.
Yeah.
I am so excited for you have your new book, Fresh Food, Fuller Hearts. It is such a beautiful follow-up to your first book.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We love it. We're obsessed with you and the book.
Okay.
100%.
Super excited about it. Amazing recipes. And like we really wanted this book to be adaptable, be good for busy moms, parents, humans. You know, recipes that are from the heart that are, a lot of them are tied to our Alberta roots, but a lot of them are from our travels and, you know, things that we've really created over the years and how can we make it adaptable for those with people with dietary restrictions, how we can make it fun, how we can make it wholesome and easy. So we're just super excited.
Well,
and yeah.
You're both so good at that. Your first book too, everything's so cookable. I feel like your cookbooks are the books that you get dirty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You start to get
best compliment.
100% dog-eared pages. It cracks open at the recipe you use the most.
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely. Well, today we are making a delicious rhubarb yogurt coffee cake. And you're gonna show us today, hey?
We are going to show you
All right,
today.
let's do it.
Now, full disclosure, Tori is the baker of the partner.
Yeah.
Whenever I want something sweet, I just head over to her house. She lives like 3 minutes away from me.
Amazing.
Very convenient. I'm more of the cook. Like, just throw it in. It'll be great. So you and I are going to struggle along with Tori today.
Love it.
But this is a super easy cake and has a lot of heart to do with our roots.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, rhubarb is like everywhere in Northern Alberta. Not
100%.
everything grows perfectly in Northern Alberta, but rhubarb does. And so this is a really nice, like moist, perfectly sweet, little bit tangy coffee cake that is like perfect also to like make an advance and have it on hand.
100%. Well, instead there's yogurt in it, which always keeps things so nice and moist.
does.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
okay. So what are we starting with?
Okay, so we have butter and sugar that's already creamed, and then we're gonna add some eggs. So let's get this party started
Pop
here.
this baby on, I love it.
One at a time. Always add your eggs one at a time.
It adds to the emulsification. It makes it so everything comes together.
Totally. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it separates.
100%.
You learn that the hard way.
Julian's like, oh, yeah.
I just made
Yeah.
what page? Page 167 or whatever.
Yeah.
So let's add those. Turn it up just a little bit.
See, I don't have patience for one egg at a time.
Honestly, I get it.
It would be fine. This recipe, if you put both eggs at the same time,
It'll still
You
work.
know what? It will still work.
Yeah.
I was
It will
gonna say,
still work.
that's one thing you're both so great at. Your recipes are foolproof.
Thank you.
They're
I think
so
that
easy.
I really do think that they are.
100%.
Yeah.
So that's looking perfect.
Amazing.
And now I'm gonna add the yogurt and the vanilla.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna get Jillian to mix together the dry ingredients.
Yep, so super-
And then we're gonna add that too.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So you just got the flour, you got a little salt,
Delish.
baking powder, and baking soda. That's it. Okay. So
Oh my God, that's so easy.
Yep.
And also the little bit of salt in there cuts through the sweetness.
Yes.
I love it. It sounds like a balanced cake.
Mary and I were just talking about how we're both savory gals, but I can eat a cake like this that's a little bit tart, that's not too sweet. This is my jam.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what type of yogurt are you using, Tori?
I like using Greek yogurt. It
Yeah.
has a little bit more protein in it, a little bit of dietitian geekiness there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can use an unsweetened or vanilla. Honestly, same thing. Either one works.
This is the key. I love, especially, I think a lot of people who don't bake are nervous about baking recipes that they have to be so exact.
I'm going all rogue.
She's
here.
going rogue.
But I'm pretty sure that this, you can use, I definitely know you can use a dairy-free yogurt.
Oh,
do you know if
can
there's
I have
an egg-free?
this?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Can
you
I
can
have
use, yeah. May I? You can use an egg replacer. No problem. You can use a flax egg, chia egg. It works. It works.
And
That's
we would have-
amazing.
and we'll have all those replacements for you in here. So at the very top of our cookbook, it'll say like there's an option, vegan option, vegetarian, gluten-free option, nut-free option. So we'll always give you the options. And if we say the options there, that means we've recipe tested it, we've vetted it. So I just wanted to see if there was an egg-free option.
That's amazing. And now
There
we've got
is.
some rhubarb here, which honestly, rhubarb is one of my favorite. We call it a fruit, but it's a vegetable.
vegetable, yeah.
So it's a vegetable cake, so it's a healthy cake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Very
Yeah.
healthy
Very
cake.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And it grows like a weed. Like if you have a little bit of a yard and you're in Canada, which you are.
Yeah.
It's gonna grow and it will come up every spring. It is literally foolproof and you will have like rhubarb for days.
Oh my gosh, what a dream. This
So
looks
little sugar,
Little
right?
sugar, just to sweeten it.
Yep.
Yep, amazing.
And
that batter looks so good already.
Oh, yeah.
You see that little bit of like fluffiness. Oh my gosh, that looks like a
Now,
dream.
the trick with any cake or any baked good is you don't want to overmix it.
Yes.
So otherwise you get it tough, and nobody wants a tough cake.
No, that's a
hard.
bread. That's a sweet bread, and we don't want that.
No,
No,
we don't.
Oh my gosh, amazing. This rhubarb is beautiful as well.
It
Is this
really
the rhubarb
is.
that y'all, I always
Jill
had the
packed that
green.
with her? No.
Yeah, packed in my suitcase like I do. And then next, Mary, you're gonna chop these nuts, and we're
Okay.
gonna make the crumble that goes on top. So we got pecans here.
Oh, I love a pecan.
Me too. This time of year, too.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, pecan in the fall.
Yeah.
Makes you feel like you're in the south a little bit.
Right?
So good.
So the rhubarb, if you do grow it, you can also buy it frozen too, so don't stress too much about that. But if you do grow it, you're gonna find you have an abundance of it. You almost get sick of it in the spring. But
Yeah.
chop it up, freeze it, and then this time of year, you pop it out and make the recipe. Right?
Taste of spring when it's starting to get fall. I like
Exactly,
that. That's a very
yeah.
good thing.
Absolutely.
Great for kids' lunches as well, minus the pecans.
Oh yeah,
Right,
because you
the
can't
nuts.
do nuts.
Yeah.
No.
The nuts.
It's a, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
like-
you skip the pecans.
Peanut butter jelly sandwiches are no more.
They don't
I
exist
know.
anymore
Don't
in the world of school lunches. All
Right.
right, so nuts
Okay.
go into the bowl.
Nuts,
Okay.
yeah. And then you're gonna add your whole wheat flour.
Ooh, this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
it smells so good.
Can I give that a whiff?
Yes.
Oh my
This
gosh.
smells like my childhood.
That smells
Actually, that's
amazing.
Yeah.
And the whole wheat flour actually just really helps with that nuttiness. So if
100%.
you are gonna omit the nuts, still keep with the whole wheat flour if you can. But regular white flour would be fine, right, Tor?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't have.
But again,
wheat flour.
I just it made me feel better.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I love it.
Totally.
A little bit of brown
Sugar,
sugar.
yeah.
Oh my God, I love.
And then melted butter,
Oh, perfect.
more salt, and some cinnamon.
Oh my gosh, this looks delicious. Ooh, cinnamon. See, this is the
Right?
thing.
Yes.
You could add in, oh my gosh, I love
Yes.
cinnamon. Cinnamon's great because it always makes something taste warm, even if it's room
Yes,
temp,
right?
you know?
So true.
So good.
What did I put cinnamon in the other day? Oh, I made the kids peanut butter.
Yeah.
On toast, and then I added a little cinnamon on
Oh,
top.
that sounds delicious.
They loved it.
Next cookbook.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was
Just
like,
give away the recipe.
so when you're writing your cookbook and you're making these recipes, are you thinking about the things that you want to serve to your friends and family as well?
100%.
100%.
And we do entertain a lot, Tori especially. Something happened to me, I don't know, over COVID, and I just got overwhelmed. So I have a hard time entertaining now. I'm like, what are we going to order? Or let's go to Tori's. But
Let's go to, everybody needs a Tori
Love it.
that lives 3 minutes
love
away.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love it.
I love it too. But yeah, you're always thinking about like, what will the kids love? What will Justin eat? My husband's pescatarian.
Oh,
so I'm just
yeah.
thinking like, what will he want?
100%.
What's adaptable? What's easy? And also like food prices are really wild right now. We all know.
100%.
And so also like, what is gonna be easy for our customers too? Yeah.
Just people making things at home. That's the thing that's so good. And
Totally.
the size of this, typically you get a coffee cake recipe and it's making a 9x9 pan. You guys are not messing around.
We don't mess around.
You are not messing around. We got a big pan.
We want lots of pop-in visitors,
Yes,
right? That's
yes.
like the good old pop-in. We're gonna bring that back.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Honestly, you should. I love a pop-in. I know people like clutch at their pearls when you say someone popped in.
Yeah.
You hear that doorbell ring and you're like, who is it?
But you
Turn
know,
off the lights.
Yeah.
this happened, I think, over COVID, where we all got a little antisocial. I'm
Yeah.
one of them. But I don't know if you've watched that new Netflix series, like Living to 100, about the Zone series. One of the things they say is the best for you is community. And so, like, we really want to bring back community. Like, pop in for a visit. I think it's so good for our heart. It's good for our health. You know, I know sometimes you think like you don't want it, but it really is so good for you. So we're popping over to Tori's and we're having some coffee.
That's
I
right.
love
Come on
that.
in. Doors open.
I love it. So we're popping this in the oven.
Yeah, 350 for around 40 minutes until the toothpick test, comes
The
out
toothpick
clean.
test, the springy toothpick
Yeah.
test. Oh my gosh,
wait.
and then is this it?
I'll wait here for you because I know that we are just chit-chatting away. Where do you want this?
Listen,
here?
right here is perfect. Look at
Okay.
this cake, everybody. Oh my gosh. Now, you've got a little bit of a glaze on top?
Tell me to do. Okay.
Tori's gonna do the glaze, and I love making icing because it's so easy, just like icing, sugar, vanilla, and I think we've got some full-fat milk here, but again, you could do it dairy-free if you wanted to.
Listen, Jillian and I were chatting earlier, and she's a full-fat lady, and I love that. Full-fat milk is where it's
yeah.
at.
Yeah, totally, I agree.
It's beautiful. And a glaze, again, it just comes together.
It comes together, yeah.
Yeah, and with the glaze, you want to start with a little bit of milk or whatever you're using and just keep on adding it gradually. Otherwise, you can add too much really quickly.
And then it turns into soup.
Yeah, so this is just a little bit of vanilla and some icing sugar and just a little bit of milk, 2 tablespoons-ish. But,
Listen, you're my favorite dietitian I've ever talked to.
Yeah, well,
Because you
I
just
aim
got a
to
big
please,
old bowl
Mary,
of
I
sugar
aim
in
to
front of
please.
you. Yeah. It looks absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, nice. There we go. Come on,
How
Tori.
you ended up as a dietitian is beyond me, because growing up, everything would be fried in like bacon fat,
Yes.
whipping cream, like, you know, so.
yeah.
So Tori brings the health to our family. Thanks to her, we're all still alive.
Honestly, Tori, if it's all about cake, that's all I really care about.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it a little
do you want me to do it?
Oh
or
my
do you want
gosh,
to do the honors?
Tori's away. This is
Okay,
amazing.
So a little, you want it just kind of, so it's just.
Oh my gosh.
And you know what? It feels fancy, and it really is like so easy.
That looks absolutely, like, look at this cake. First off, the size of it, expertly done. Love a big cake. So can I give it a little slice
Oh
of
yeah, I get you to stop here, right?
No, you do.
Before I get kicked out of my own profession.
Oh my gosh, no.
Tori's the patient one. I just would have taken the whole bowl. And...
All right, let's give this a little taste-a-roo. Okay, so I'm a hand caker. Is that okay with you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
It all goes with us. Yeah.
Especially when, okay, I'm gonna go in for corner piece because I'm a corner piece gal.
Okay.
Look at that rhubarb in there.
Oh, thank
Crumble
you.
on top. Cheers to you, ladies. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Listen, everybody,
so good.
that
Wow.
is so delicious. There are so many amazing recipes in this book, and studio audience, you're all going home with a copy. Jillian Harris and Tori Wesszer are here with us, and I am so honored.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for making this amazing and brilliant rhubarb yogurt coffee cake. It is so delicious. It's from your new cookbook, Fresh Food, Fuller Hearts. So we are just gonna do the best thing there is out there over coffee cake, and we're just gonna sit and chat and snack.
Amazing.
That's what it's for.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
Yeah.
I feel like you stopped by, you rang my doorbell, I didn't
Yes.
turn the lights off, and I let you in.
Perfect. And
Which
you
is
look
the dream.
And you look this cute.
Oh my gosh, well, thank you so much. I know firsthand how much of a labor of love writing a cookbook is and writing recipes. How do you balance it all, though? You are both busy moms. You have busy lives outside of just cooking and everything and writing cookbooks. How do you balance that, Jillian?
Well, the saying goes, you can do anything, but you can't do everything. And I want women and men and people out there to know it does come at a cost. Like, there was a time last summer that I was like breaking down. I'm like, this is just too much.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do too many things. This is not necessary. So there's some days where I feel like Superwoman and I am balancing it all. And you know, you gotta get your sleep and you can't drink too much wine and you gotta exercise. All those, it does work, unfortunately. But there are some days where you just feel like you're falling apart and a big old failure. And I think you just have to forgive yourself for those moments and figure out like, what am I needing to prioritize? What can I take off my plate? And that's okay. So yeah, some days you have energy to do it all and some days you don't.
Some days you're like, not today, world. This is not it. And accepting those days and living in them and allowing yourself and not feeling like a failure, I think, is so huge.
Totally. Yeah, exactly. We all are capable and have so much capacity. And, you know, also something I learned from Tori is like comparison is the thief of joy. So you don't, in those down moments, you try not to compare yourself to somebody else and like what they're accomplishing and whatnot. But I definitely feel like I have personally hit a time in my life where I'm ready to just not slow down, but like maybe just be more selective in my projects.
Yeah.
And this one's particularly such a legacy project. I get to do it with my best friend.
Yeah.
It's something that we're gonna have for years and years to come, and it brings joy to so many other people. Thousands of people are gonna make these recipes, and it's gonna bring them joy, which in turn is like a huge success for us.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And Tori, like, what does that mean to you, knowing that your family recipes and recipes that you've worked hard and written are going to become recipes that people share around their table and become kind of almost their recipe?
It's pretty surreal for me. I was the kid that, even as like a really young kid, I would actually study cookbooks, as geeky as that sounds.
We are the same person. I literally, as soon as I met you, I was that. I would come home from school and just flip through cookbooks.
Yes,
100%.
And when I go over to someone's house, I would take their cookbooks while my parents were visiting, and I would flip through them and I would write on index cards my favorite ones that seemed to be my favorite. So the fact that we actually have a cookbook, that I have a cookbook and I get to do it with my cousin, sister, best friend, is like definitely a pinch me moment. I love feeding people. Like, it is my love language, and it just lights me up. I've just realized like it's my mission in life is to feed people and help people feed their families better. And so the fact that we get to have this cookbook, that other people can take these family recipes of ours, some are tweaked, some aren't, and create them at home is like pretty cool.
That's amazing. And speaking of at home, You are both busy moms. Are your kids picky eaters? Are they like your worst critic?
Annie and Leo's favorite thing is like oysters.
Oh.
So they're definitely not picky.
No.
They love, like, the other day, Annie wanted a can of sardines and she was like eating sardines out of the can.
Oh my gosh.
So they are definitely not picky eaters. In fact, like, if I put like chicken fingers and like sardines and oysters out, the oysters and the sardines would go first before the chicken fingers. But I was the same way. Like, I used to be like, is there escargot on the menu?
Yeah.
So no, they're definitely not picky eaters at all. But we've all, like, ever since they were basically babies, I'd be throwing out like ceviche to them, like all things you're not supposed to feed kids. My kids were eating, but
And Tori, what about yours?
Yeah, so I have 2 boys,
Yes.
and one went through the picky eater stage. So Charlie, he's 11, and there is light at the end of the tunnel, my friends, because now he eats everything. We just kept on saying, like, listen, if you don't like it now, you'll like it later.
Yeah.
And then eventually he's like, hey, I like it someday, and that someday's now. Max is still going through the picky eater phase, so deep appreciation for parents who are going through that, but it does change.
It does. You get there eventually. I know very few picky adults, and when I do, I'm like, why didn't you grow out of that? That's wild. You're missing so many delicious things.
100%.
Now, I've seen on your social medias, your husbands both like getting in the kitchen as well.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Do you like that? Because when my husband gets in the kitchen, I'm like, bro, no. Yeah. Yeah.
I think Justin's too, and now I wouldn't say intimidated, but he does such a good job for his business. But then when it comes to dinner, he's like, oh, you just do it.
Yeah.
But he does a great job. I mean, I wish he would just bring it to dinner.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad you made that today, but where is it now when we have to eat?
Yeah.
So but it's always nice too. Like, this week I said to Justin, I was like, why don't you guys open the cookbook and this week make one thing from the cookbook every day? And so they're super stoked to give it a try and let the kids go through the cookbook and see what they love. Yeah, Charles is an amazing
Charles,
cook.
we actually get along best. We're the opposite. We get along best in the kitchen.
Oh,
yeah. It's like, it's the Switzerland of our relationship.
Oh,
It's
that's
like,
good.
Yeah, really. It's like everyone's happy. We're
All fair and love and more in Tori's kitchen.
In the kitchen, exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I honestly, my husband, he makes this one thing. He does the Aaron special, which is like seared salmon, rice, broccoli, delish. And he does dishes. So he's welcome in the kitchen.
Nice.
But as soon as he tries chopping something, it gets too quiet. I'm like, what's going on in there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're both from Kelowna, and you were super active during the really devastating wildfires. What was it like trying to bring your community together during such a hard time?
I think you just feel like no matter what you do, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Like I'm probably gonna get a bit emotional, but from our balcony, we could see the whole thing and it was very traumatic. And we have, property across the way and I'm like, is it on fire or is it not on fire? That's the farm.
Oh my God.
Which is now burnt.
Yeah.
Most of it, that fire didn't come over. But, it does bring you together with your community, which is great. And, sometimes social media can feel a bit frivolous.
Yeah.
And it feels like, what am I even doing, selling these things? And so in those moments, you feel like, okay, this is great. I have these brands that can now bring shoes and socks and formula and donations. And you really have that opportunity to bring everybody together, which is great. But man, it was a pretty scary couple of days there, that's for sure. Yeah.
But again, like you were talking about earlier with food bringing people together and community together, you can do those things. You can bring people together even in really, really awful situations.
Yeah.
And it's really amazing to see what you're doing.
See, I just paced back and forth and was like on my phone thinking how I could coordinate stuff. Well, meanwhile, Tori literally was making like vats of spaghetti sauce. Like, she actually could function. I could not function. I was like, when is it wine time? I could not even function, but you did such a great job. Like, she fed that fire department for like 3 full days. It was amazing.
That's amazing. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.